Hello, I just want to share a very quick bit of advice that I think could be a lifesaver for some of you guys. And this is something that I've started incorporating into my own workflow, partly because I was aware that it might happen when I started seeing that my camera inside my bag, when I forgot to turn it off, went into the menu system, whether it's quite tightly packed in there and then something leans against it, or whether it's quite loose and rolling around in the bag. When you leave that camera on, it's very out of your control what buttons are going to come on. So this is also something that's come up. I've had people phone me up in, really concerned and worried, having this very scenario actually happen to them. So the scenario is, right, you take your photos off from the previous shoot, you put your card back in, you erase all the photos, whether you go into erase all, or whether you do what I do, which is go into format the card. So I format the card, wipe it, and start again. Then I go and do my shoot. Then I put the camera back in my bag, but I forget to turn the camera off. I'm rolling around in the bag, hits the menu button. Menu button goes back into the last item that I was in on the menu. Most likely format all. You can see what's going to happen. And that's something that does happen. So the best way to avoid that happening for you is to, once you've formatted that card, take the menu selector off of that onto something really benign, something really trivial, it could even be date or time, whatever it is. The key thing here is that you don't leave that menu selector on the format or the erase section of that menu, because if by chance your camera moves around in the bag, or even if you've got a kid or someone else comes on and just starts mucking around with your camera, it happens, you've got much lesser chance of it ending up on that format or erase all situation. And that is going to save you a lot of heartache. And as I said, I have had people come into me in the past where this scenario has actually completely happened. So that's a really quick way of just minimizing the risk of that. Obviously, turning off your camera is a good one, but that happens to the best of us, forgetting to turn off the camera. The other really great way to avoid this is if you've got a camera that has 2 memory card slots, is put 2 cards on it and record the same image to both cards, because that way, if something happens to that card, you push you push them in and they pop out, it comes out with, a little bit more enthusiastically and lands in your cup of coffee or whatever, you've still got another memory card that with all those same images on it. So look after your images and your images will look after you. I don't know, is that a phrase? That's a really horrible way to finish it, I'm sorry. But that's it now. That's just a very quick tip, which I think is really useful, and it's something that I follow. So thanks for watching. I hope you found it interesting.